Namaste Toastmasters, I'm Toastmaster Ripon and today we are here with our next episode on Rendezvous with Conference Chairs. Today we have with us the first ever semi-annual conference chair of Regalia 2007, Distinguished Toastmaster, Matilda Pinto. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Ripon.
It's a privilege to have you with us on Rendezvous. Rendezvous. The importance of Rendezvous is to let know the members, especially the new members, about the semi-annual and annual conferences. So we would like to hear it from you about your own experiences. So Matilda, how was your first experience in a district conference? How did you feel when you walked in a district conference in front of a massive audience as a delegate?
Well, Ripon, when I walked into that first semi-annual district conference of humorous speeches and evaluation, I felt like a frog out of a well. Having come from a small Toastmasters club in Bangalore, I was intimidated by the North-South divide and the India-Sri Lanka line of control. It was there for everyone to see. Whereas, when you attend a world convention, the newcomer comes away with a varied experience. The first timer has a different color code for his ID, and the host country meets and greets him at every nook and corner, ensuring his participation and well-being. The erstwhile District 82P has been districted multiple times over since then. And the divide has been blurred, I should think, though it sounds like a paradox. Several conferences and conventions down the line, today I feel very comfortable walking into any Toastmasters venue because the Toastmasters affinity has submerged the divide and has made us Toastmasters all the way.
So Matilda, the first time District 82 had a semi-annual conference and you were given the responsibility of running the show. How did you feel? Please share a few things about Regalia 2007.
After we were districted, at the very first council meeting in Bangalore, one of the district officers asked this all-important question: who will host the semi-annual district conference? And a weighty silence followed. Then, prompted by this belief that there is a tide in the life of a man which, taken at the floods, leads on to fortune, I heard myself bid for the opportunity. I was equally surprised by the support I received from the district governor, and from then on, there was no looking back. My folks on the home turf didn't mince either. With Ovation 2007 of Delhi as our role model, we forged ahead and pulled off a great show. If the old timers from India and Sri Lanka connect with Mangalore Toastmasters, believe me when I tell you, it has something to do with Regalia, our very own first semi-annual district conference, which managed to submerge the divide and set a great benchmark. I couldn't thank my district officers and team leaders enough for this opportunity.
Why should a member attend a district conference? What is special about district conferences in Toastmasters?
Ripon, I've been a Toastmaster for over 16 years and I've attended, and my attendance at these conferences is really good. I've also attended 3 world conventions. You might think I'm crazy, but then I'm richer for the experience. For one thing, when you attend these conferences, you meet the pioneers who set this movement rolling in India and in Sri Lanka, such as Bosco, Balaraj, Venkat, Nagaraj, Punita, Deepak, and others. And these conferences are places where you meet people from different walks of life. I remember being approached by a journalist friend of mine who asked me if I happened to know someone in the crowd who could translate some German literature into English. I shrugged my shoulders because I didn't know anyone. And then, to my surprise, the lady Toastmaster sitting to my left said, I can. I've lived in Germany for 8 years and I'm very proficient in German. You see, this is what Toastmasters conference do to you. And then I remember meeting Douglas Kruger at Reno, Nevada as a championship speaker. And I met him recently last year at Bangalore. And such meetings are really far apart. I was so euphoric. I went home feeling that one day I could be a speaker like him. Crazy, right? And maybe pen a book like him. Well, I'd like to dream big. Whether they materialize or not, it doesn't matter. And then one should never count the cost of attending these conferences. I've known young Toastmasters who attend these conferences for fun. And I've also known them going back home, either nominated or elected as area or division governors. And some of them who persevere have become district officers. And there are a few who've been climbing the international leaders to become top leaders. The conferences are platforms for forging lifetime friendships, and they add value to your life. Some of them find their life partners at these conferences. If you know the beautiful Trishma Pinto from Mangalore and Ryan Vaniyappan from Sri Lanka, you know what I mean. Today they're happily married. And at these conferences, I see hundreds of young, tech-savvy Toastmasters who are vibrant and who bring in near-revolutionary ideas to the movement and take it forward to become the world's topmost distinguished clubs. So, why not attend these conferences?
Thank you very much, Matilda. It was a pleasure and an honor talking to you. If there is one last thing that you want to tell our members, what would it be?
Welcome, Toastmasters, to Ovation 2017, and your journey to stardom begins here.